Triple B Boy Podcast.
Let's go! We moving on to week 4 already. The season's flying by. I got the two-timing champ, Josh Rodriguez. And then we got the man, the mystery, Gregory Fisher.
Yeah.
And we are here today to talk some fantasy fucking football.
Let's
Let's get it on, boys, because there was an interesting week that just happened. Tell me all about it.
It was. I know one of my takeaways was this was one of the first weeks that every matchup was interesting. You know what I mean? Up until the end. Like, everybody, I think. Go ahead.
Did Josh interrupt Bren's intro? Because I thought we weren't allowed to do that anymore. No, he didn't?
No, I finished. I said, tell me about the week.
Okay.
If that motherfucker interrupted my intro again, it would have been all over.
I was waiting for you to snap, dude. Okay.
Yeah, I would have definitely snapped. You are correct.
Go smoke another one, Craig.
It was an interesting week, though, Josh.
Another one.
Continue, sir.
The man literally said, tell me all about it.
Nah, you interrupted before then. Run it back. You'll hear.
Wait till the recording comes out.
All I did was go whoop whoop.
Nah.
But no, yeah, it was like I said, my team kind of shat the bed in the 4:00 games and gave Dan a small chance. And,
which one was the most interesting matchup for you?
I don't know, because all of them ended up not really being that close at in the end, but all of them going into Monday night were really close. So I guess the Justin and Mac one, but Justin only needed 0.6 points or something like that.
Right.
To win, but thank God he only needed that because Miles Sanders only got him 5 points.
Dude, it was a crazy week. I mean,
yeah,
you got to give props to everyone in the league for scoring over 100 points. I mean, people came to play this week. That's for sure.
Yeah,
did, that's for sure.
It was very close games. I got to give it to P-Funk again for putting up most points 2 weeks in a row.
I will never give him props.
Yeah,
I will never give that man anything.
This is what happens. Oh my gosh. Go ahead, Brian.
I was just happy that finally my team looked like it was producing, and then they still shat the bed.
Right? Yeah, that's a bummer, dude.
Saquon and Eckler both had pretty good games, and Mike Evans put his standard up, but then,
Tannehill finally got you some production.
Right, Tannehill finally threw a touchdown.
Of course. This is what happens when you try to say P-Funk as we're cursed. That's all that happened. We shouldn't have.
Right.
We should have been more careful.
That's what I said with him already today. Oh, look who's on top, where he belongs. I'm not blowing up his head anymore. You know what I mean?
Right? No.
Yeah. Well, we're a week away from being able to use the C word, and I just can't wait. I really hope it's about my team.
Screw that. I'm using the C word all the time right now.
Oh my goodness. You
my
can't be doing
team's
that.
the
Way
most
too early.
Consistent, Craig. Consistent.
Yeah, how about that Monday night bet with the Cowboys, man? Zeke Elliott get me 25 points to secure the win over Mac. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was a good game.
That was intense.
Although the most interesting was probably Barber and Shane.
Barber and Shane? Well, I'm glad Barber got a win finally. Props, Barber. Well done, Matt. Taking a big dub. Devontae Adams finally going off.
Because, Barber had no one going on Monday night. And Shane had Hurts and Cooper. Cooper didn't screw him over, getting only 4.1 points. You know what I mean?
Man, you're right. You probably should, try to trade that guy ASAP.
Right? Well, he could have traded him the week before, but he's like, no.
That's right.
He would have had Swift and someone else.
Did you try to give him Swift for Cooper?
Last week, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I think it was Swift and Damian Harris for Amari. He said
we know
no.
he's trying to deal. And Brendan, have you gotten a trade for Amari Cooper this week from Shane?
Not this week. I think he finally already have CeeDee Lamb.
Right? He keeps. I told Josh the same thing. He keeps trying to send me. I don't want to run Zeke and Cooper, man. I'm sorry. I don't want it.
I will say though, like if there's only a couple offenses where you would think about doing that, and Dallas is one of them.
Right.
But that doesn't mean you want to do that. You know what I mean? Like,
it's
just
still puts you in that position.
Yeah,
where you're
exactly.
really leaning on him.
We know how
So
he. Who was it last year? Was it you or was it Shane who ran like 3 Raiders?
Shane ran he ran the Josh Jacobs and Darren Waller trade.
That's what it was.
That was Shane. Yeah.
Yeah,
But once again, though, part of Shane's problem is he has 2 defenses and 3 quarterbacks still on his team.
True.
So he doesn't really have much else to offer other than his starters.
Right. Yeah, it's the lack. You gotta start looking for some fishes in the sea, Shane. Start going to that where you got unlimited worms.
Exactly. All thanks to Craig on that one.
I mean, it wasn't just me. It's America, buddy. It was a team effort. It was democracy ruled. Vote went through. I will say. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead, Craig.
No, I was just gonna say. I will say. I am very happy that waivers are free. That's all I want to say. I'm very you don't have to charge them for waivers.
Craig, how many waivers have you used so far?
I have not used enough. I am very cautious at what I want to say here because I'm very happy at the free, but I'm very happy with my team overall and the amount of depth I have right now. So I'm only cycling through 2 or 3 players every week, but all you fucks, I'm winning, right? And I'm scoring, so I'm not really getting any of the waiver picks that are juicy.
That's right, and that's why you'll never win a championship.
And we'll see what happens this Saturday when this comes out. If any of you pick up Tim Patrick, I'm the boy's Mr. Consistent. And that's just
go ahead, pick him up. As long as you don't take my guy.
I'm sure everyone's gonna try to take the people I need at the start, but yeah.
Well, aren't you last?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I have the most points scored in the league, and I won. I mean, what do you want? I mean,
yeah. Ask Justin how that's worked out most times.
I know. I'm really still. Oh, you're right. I don't know if I want that. Yeah, we got everyone's 2-1, 1-0, 1-2 now.
Yeah, everybody's either 2-1 and 1-2.
Yeah, that's crazy close, man. It's nice to see everyone's teams show up this week, score a bunch of points.
Yeah, that's why I said like every matchup this week is important.
Yeah, respect. I didn't think I was going to win this one. Jeez.
Yeah, that was definitely people showing up when they needed to not go 0-3 and stuff.
Right.
Just because what was it? Justin was 0-2 facing Mac 2-0. Like that would have been crazy if he went 0-3 and then Mac went to 3-0.
Yeah, him and Barber pulled out some big wins this week. Big wins.
Yeah,
I will say we got a couple cake eaters in this league.
Oh yeah, who?
Yeah,
who, Craig?
I don't know if I'm looking at points against. I see 2 teams that are eating cake every week.
Who's that? I'm seriously, I don't know. Like, who is that?
So Nate and Dan. Pretty sure it's Nate and Dan. Yeah, Nate and Dan. They have the least amount of points scored. But to be fair,
Dan,
I think they're both 1-2 now. So. Are they both 1-2?
No, Nate's 2-1.
Nate's 2-1. That's right. Well, it's looking like Dan should have been 0-3. That's all I'm saying. Maybe not.
I mean, he doesn't have much. His points for and points against aren't that big of a difference.
No. It's still early too. It's like we're talking 3 weeks in, so I just want.
Yeah, exactly. So they can at any time.
It just needs to be pointed out. That's all.
Yeah,
that's all.
I mean, I didn't get this shape by not eating cakes. You know what I mean? Like, I'll eat those things all day.
Right.
So, Brent, what was your thoughts with your bad loss to Funk?
Dude, not too much on this week because I had a wedding over the weekend I went to. And I had Saturday I went and helped Nate and then the Michigan football game. So Sunday I was pretty much at a wedding all day. So I wasn't watching too much football. My phone died. So
Oof,
Yeah.
that's the worst.
yeah. Just one of those weeks where, like, again, I felt pretty good, and then just Funk produced, man. His whole team produced again. I got to give him props for starting Jamar Chase, over a
Yeah.
guy like Henry Ruggs and stuff. Made the right decision there. He pissed me off when he sent that text and they're like, "Oh, I'm out hunting. Could someone tell me what the score is?" Like, fuck you. Stay out in the woods and suffer. Don't fucking reach in and have people give you updates.
Right.
Oh, but you got enough data to send this text, you fucker?
Yeah. He just wanted to be able to rub it in later when he won.
Right. No, yeah,
Uh,
he definitely made some good calls like Dallas's D. I
yeah.
I wouldn't have thought to start Dallas's D against
No,
That
them,
was
you know.
when the Monday night game was about to go off or whatever, I was thinking I still have a very slim chance. CD Lamb gets me around 15, 20 points, and Dallas's
Right.
D is closer to 0. I've got that very slim chance to pull it out, and it did not go that way.
Actually, I was texting Dan and stuff, and I actually at the end of the night got really lucky because, like, I don't know if you guys watched that game really, but in the first quarter, Dak had two touchdown throws that or they could have been touchdown throws, but they were down at like the half-yard line. And then,
Oh, okay.
so like the first one, it was like the first play of the game, and Dak threw like the bomb to CD Lamb, and
Hmm.
CD Lamb got down at like the 1 or inside the 1, and then they rushed it in with Zeke. And then the next
hallelujah.
drive, yeah, and then the next drive they he threw like a flat pass to Zeke, and Zeke got down at like the half-yard line. And then they got to 4th and goal from the half-yard line, and Dak snuck it in, but they called it no touchdown, and then they reviewed it and said it was no touchdown. So I was like, and then like at the end, but I said like I got lucky though because like at the end of the night, I only beat Dan by like 12 points or something like that, to where that
Sure.
game could
Yeah.
have been even closer or different if those two things counted, you know.
Right.
And
Right.
I will say, not to like make excuses for Dan, but he was getting like Kareem Hunt kept vulturing touchdowns from Chubb. James Conner kept vulturing touchdowns
That's
Whoa.
from
the risk,
Chase
Vulture.
man. That's the
Edmonds.
risk.
Kareem
It's not a
Hunt has
vulture.
just as much,
Yeah.
you know, I don't even know what the je ne sais quoi. What's the word I'm looking for here, Craig, to get in the end zone?
Sexy ass gets in the end zone because he's got moves.
Right? He's no
Okay,
vulture.
He's no
that's
vulture, bro.
fair.
He's an eagle
That's
gliding
fair. That's
into
fair,
the
I
end.
guess. But still, to where I got pretty lucky this week, but I'm taking it. I don't care.
If they
No,
were
yeah, you
Wins a
take
Pokemon,
a win when you can
yeah. A
garner it.
win's a win, and I get $10 from it too. So
if they're
Oh, you guys bet
Pokemon,
$10 on it?
oh yeah,
what?
we always bet money.
Woo!
You making big money, dude.
Yeah.
Not really, because I lost $10 to Funk, so, so I'm just breaking.
It's
I'm just breaking even right
yeah,
now.
it's a 50-50. You gotta spend money to make money. That's how they say.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, definitely, if there was a power rankings this week, it'd be all sorts of fucked up. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Watson clearly hates me. I almost threw it in my intro, but I'm just number 10. I'm not making the playoffs according to him. Not
I
happening.
thought you were gonna say like you threw your phone or
Watson
something.
is
You're so
like
pissed at Watson.
it's a very dramatic system, that's for sure. I don't know what it goes off of. It's got a very interesting
Yeah,
algorithm that makes its predictions.
I feel like
Yeah.
Watson treats me every year like I treat Shane, where no matter how good or bad my team is, I'm 10th.
Right.
because
100%.
because last year I think I was projected 9th or 10th as well, and obviously we know how that worked out. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug, he said.
And look at this year, not even 3 weeks in, and I'm already up to number 3. So
I was gonna say, for how much I hate it, boy, did it feel good moving up 2 spots.
right, as long as you see your name going in the
In the
green
right
direction.
It really
direction.
just
Yeah, and
stabs you in the
it could
heart
be
when
it could be 1, and you're like, I'm the champion. It's saying
Yeah,
I'm a champion.
right? I'm doing so much better this week. Even Watson's feeling me.
right.
Right. That's so
Seeing
funny.
those big arrows drop from like 3 to 9, they're huge and heartbreaking.
Right.
You know how it feels. It's terrible.
I don't know how that feels because I can't get a red arrow
This is true. I'm already starting so far
because I
behind.
was at 10. I can't get a red arrow, so that's
You're
that's
right.
the only positive about it.
And we're coming up on
So you guys got
probably
anything else you want to say about this past week?
not too much. I was actually just, but yeah, no, I was just gonna uh get ready to move us on to put 'em on blast. Bow, wow, wow,
All
wow.
right.
Wow, 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 wow.
And
So have you guys listened to the podcast like after I
oh
post
yeah,
it?
hmm
Yes.
Did
all
you
of them.
notice I put a little blast noise in there when
I
you say put
did,
them on blast?
I
It's
Okay,
did.
I
I
was just
caught
wondering
that.
because you still make the noise, so I was
Right,
just
right,
wondering.
right. No,
half the
I
fun,
caught that.
bro. Keep our
So I mean,
noises in there. Jeez, we want to hear.
I do leave it in there. I don't take it out. Screw that.
No,
So,
no,
but yeah,
it's all good
Craig
for
said
sure.
Craig said
Oh,
he had some
well,
people
I
to put
kind of.
on
I
blast.
mean, I definitely peaked my. I kind of, hinted at him in the start because I'm putting the cake eaters on blast. Both
Oh yeah,
Dan
them
and
cupcakes.
Nate. Dan and Nate. It hurts me to say it, but you guys are just your wins are cupcakes. No one's scoring against you.
Well, for Dan, it's your win.
Yeah,
One win.
well,
Right.
they shouldn't even have that. I mean, you guys are just eating them up. Look at me up here with all these points against and points forward, and I'm making it happen. Come on, just be like me.
Right. There you go. What about you, Brent? You got anyone you want to put on blast?
No, no, I don't have anybody to put on blast this week because I usually what I was alluding to is I love that we're coming up on week 4 because by this
Yeah.
point in time I kind of start to establish who I like, who I'm not liking, who I might want to go after if I see a player I like to do a trade and stuff.
Definitely.
Um,
Right.
so I'm hoping this like put them on blast stuff kind of picks up this week. So I don't got too much for this one though.
Yeah, Shane's
I
been
almost
searching,
go
so
ahead.
hit up Shane. No, I was just say Shane's been searching, so get at Shane. He
Yeah, the
needs
one.
some help.
I mean, I don't want to put Shane on blast for trades because they have been awful, but I will put him on blast for Shane. You gotta pay attention to who people have, man.
Tell him
Like,
that.
it's hard, and it's not me because this isn't happening to me, but people, it's hard to trade someone when they already have someone from that team. To trade them another player from that team, and so you just got to look at that, Shane. That's all I'm putting you on blast for. I almost had to put myself on blast though,
Whoa.
because
For your
yeah,
disappointing
almost. I don't
show.
have to, but I almost had to because it was funny because Barber texted me, right, and
Hmm.
he was like, "Hey man, hey, what did he say? He was like, I can't find your address or something to send you the apple pie." He's like, so I'll get it shipped to you or something like that. I was like, dude, don't spend extra
Respect.
money
Oh man.
for like, because he was like, I don't want you to think I'm not paying my debt. Or I was like, dude, don't spend extra money just to ship me a pie.
Well, so that's because that kid is so like he's definitely very on top of that kind of stuff. Like I lost a bet to him
Yeah.
in college, and it was like the very next day he was like, "So you got my money? Where's my
Right?
money, man? You got my money?" I'm like, "Dude, do you want to
Right.
come with me to the ATM right now? Like what the fuck?" Like
Yeah, well, like Greg said, respect to him for that, and stuff.
yeah.
But I was like, you'll be invited to functions and stuff. Like, just bring it to me then, whatever. And
Okay,
then
okay. I feel you.
but then he was like, he asked me, he's like, should I put Marvin Jones in or leave Clyde Edwards-Helaire in? And
Yeah.
obviously,
Ooh.
obviously,
Yeah.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire didn't have the game yet that he had this week.
Right.
And I was like, oh, Marvin Jones has been tearing it up. They're probably going to be down against Arizona. I was like, you got to make Clyde earn a spot in your roster. So I was like, I would start Marvin Jones instead of Clyde. And then freaking Clyde outscored Jones by like 6 points. And their matchup was super close. I was like, oh, God, I hope my advice didn't lose him this match. So if it had, I would have had to have put myself on blast, but it didn't. Shane lost like he should have. So
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. fuck Shane. Shane deserved to lose.
Right, yeah.
Poor coaching decisions left and right. Doesn't start Matthew
Right.
Stafford. What the fuck? Are you
Yeah.
considering yourself a Lions fan, Shane? Gross. And did you guys watch that game at all?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because I got to the wedding and got to see the very tail end of it, and they go to kick 66 yards. I'm like, no way, he kicks 66 yards,
Dude.
hits the post, and then goes in. I haven't seen a ball hit the post and go in. Every time it hits that bottom bar, it always comes back the other way.
Right. Or it because it'll go straight up and then at the very worst it'll go forward a little bit and then come straight down.
And
But
then
yeah, most of the time
straight
it's
down.
it doesn't go backwards. Yeah, because I remember I was watching it with Melanie here, and it bounced up after it hit the crossbar, and I was like, I can't tell if that bounced forward or backwards. And she's like,
Right.
no, it hit the net. It's in. I was like, are you kidding me? I was thinking that same thing. How often does that happen? That
and it's just of course, the Lions would lose that way, man.
Right. Well, so I don't know if you guys saw this stat or not, but the previous record of 61 yards was set in 1970, and that was also set against the Lions. And the score of that game was also 19-17.
Interesting.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I was like, yep, it's just the Lions just destined.
It's literally in our history for good now.
Right, exactly. So I mean, that's one where it's thank God for fantasy, because I had a good day from that in fantasy. So it made it not as terrible as a loss for me.
Yeah, I didn't even know you could get 6 points for a field goal. I thought it capped at 5.
I think
you could get
so.
6
I think
points for a
Dan,
field goal?
if it's for 60, if it's a 60-yarder, I think
Dan
changed that
60-yarder,
this
you
year.
get 6.
Wow.
I think Dan changed that this year.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Did he up it? He should have upped it. That's crazy.
Because I think that's the reason I say I think is because he said something about it at the draft here. He asked Mac and I about he said something about do you think if a kicker misses over a 50-yarder, if they should be penalized a point?
Yeah.
And Mac and I said we don't think so, because there's that. If they kick a 66-yarder to end the game and they miss it, that sucks, to lose a point because of that and stuff like that. And
that
so
it could be pretty funny,
right? But then we also said about how if it's a 60-yarder, you should get 6 points and stuff like that. So I think he changed it this year because of us. So you're welcome, Nate, even though it didn't help you. Or no, that was Justin. Justin. He got the extra point. That's right. Justin took Justin Tucker in the 8th round.
Yeah, and he was one of his leading scorers this week.
Yeah, right.
One of the best kickers ever. So there you go.
Yeah, if only Justin had a quarterback on a high-powered offense,
Wow, he had one good week. Okay.
Here we go again.
Okay.
Two good weeks, Craig.
I like how he's still ranked below. Tom Brady's so much better than that boy. Josh Allen is overrated. He's overrated, dude. Completely.
I mean, he scored more points than Tom Brady.
Today? This last week, you mean?
Yeah, I think the week before too.
No.
Tom Brady.
No, you're right. The week before, maybe not. But Tom Brady's been balling.
Josh Allen finally had a game. I was gonna say that was really cool to see. Stephon Diggs still pretty mediocre, but
yeah, he's got the volume. They just haven't scored touchdowns. That's all. He's still getting 12 targets a game though.
There's a reason. There's two other Buffalo receivers sitting on the waiver wire out there. Actually, did Emmanuel Sanders get picked up? I don't know.
No.
Okay, I saw it there for sure.
Not before waivers, at least. Obviously.
Touchdowns from Josh Allen is insane, though. So.
Yeah, that's say, that's why there's 2 other Buccaneers tight ends on the waiver wire. Tom Brady's so good.
Tom Brady throws all 3 wide receivers as a wide receiver reference. What are you talking about? What was playing more?
Clearly, Josh Allen throws to all 3 of his receivers too. If you look at their stats.
They're pretty good. They're like what ranked up to.
I'm just saying, we're not having this argument again, Craig. Nope.
What argument? Are we having an argument? Because I don't.
I'm right. I'm right. You're wrong.
Josh,
Right,
I'm
right.
Oh,
I'm your champion. I'm your champion.
I'm sorry. You're right. You're right.
That's right.
All hail.
All hail the fucking champion, dude. Won't shut up about it.
It was a glorious day, guys. Melanie called me the almighty belt holder.
What?
Was it sarcastically? Because if not, that's
Yeah, I was
sick.
gonna say, how did she say it? Be honest.
I might have been sarcastic, but
Not how I heard it.
she called me the holder
Said it
of the
and then
belt.
ripped
I heard
apart
it
right
as the
after,
almighty
like-
belt holder. She said she called me the holder of the belt, but I heard it as the almighty belt holder.
Oh yeah. No, you heard it
So-
right for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And it was definitely with love and admiration and not
Mhm.
sarcasm.
No, she would never do
That's for
something
sure.
like that.
Yeah. And although I do owe her credit for my win because
Yeah,
I
give it up.
definitely-
What's she do? She running the team now?
well, so I'll ask her questions because
Okay.
just it's sometimes nice to have an unbiased opinion, right? And
Sure.
so I was like, I have 3 players going in the Lions game with Lamar, Tyson, and DeAndre Swift. I was like, I don't know if I want that much stake in this game. And I was like, and then I was kind of not freaking out, but I was like, I'm done after the 4:00 games, and I just hate that. Like I hate being done after the
Right.
1 or 4:00 games. And so I was thinking of taking out my kicker and picking up like Greg Zerline or something like that for the Monday night game.
Okay.
And so I asked her about it. She's like, "Oh, I would just leave it how it is." And she's like, "What's the difference if your kicker kicks on Monday night or Sunday afternoon?" I was like, "My ease of
Everything?
mind." Yeah, like my ease of mind. That's what it is. I have one more person going. Like that way, I could be down 50. Well, at least I got my kicker going.
Right.
So I listened to her though. I just left it how it was, trusted my team, and look what happened. I came
No
out
tinkering,
with the dub.
huh?
Yep, no tinkering this week. So I owe it to Melanie this week.
Good
I
deal.
was
I'm gonna have to get it.
I like it.
I can't even. Yeah. I'll ask Kelsey a football question.
She
And I will
just
not.
spits at you.
Yeah. It's just. It was a. Don't talk to football about it. Yeah, no. No.
Well, it's funny.
yeah, that's
It's
nice.
funny because like we were watching the game last night, and I'm like, okay. I was like, babe, Dan has the Dallas quarterback. And she's like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, Brent has this person. This person has this person. He's like, just stop. I'm not gonna remember any of these. I was
Right.
like, okay, fair enough.
At least she listens. That's good. She listens, Josh. That's very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, sometimes she does.
Sometimes you just got to talk it out and hear it out loud. It's even better when someone
Right.
If Kelsey would just watch me
Exactly.
play video games, man, that would be so great. I could have, dude. I'm telling you, I could narrate a video game pretty well. That's all right though.
Babe, did you see the headshot?
Was it
Babe,
last week that you mentioned that she was like, "Oh, are we just gonna do the things you want to do?"
Yeah. Woke up.
Playing games and listening to the podcast.
Yeah. Playing Madden. She's just sitting there with Quinn, and I'm just playing Madden. Yeah, you want to listen to the podcast? Let's do all the things that you want to do. Like, yeah, that's right. She was a trooper. She totally would have, but I think we ended up doing something else. I can't remember.
Yeah,
We
no.
played cards.
Yeah.
Or
Mix
something.
it up.
That's
So
too
that was
bad though,
like-
because I can narrate a Madden game like a motherfucker. I'll tell you what. Watch me
So
run
it's
this
like
stick
she'll-
play.
Melanie will be like, oh, let's play a video game. And I'll be like, you want to learn how to play Madden? And she's like, no. I'm like, dang it.
Yeah, nice try.
So then we
Worth
just
the
play like
attempt.
crap. We just play like CTR or something like that.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
All right, boys, we want to get into these matchups, these juicy,
Yeah, we
juicy
got
matchups.
some juicy matchups to break down.
All right, who do we want to start
we'll
with?
save the big one for last, though.
Okay.
Save that.
I like that.
Save that big one for last. Are you
Ooh,
guys gonna
the big
change
one.
your team names to
Oh, I'm
coincide
going to.
against each other? Yeah.
'Cause I
Oh,
don't like. I think that gives me a big advantage when I change my name to
Okay.
I have
mess
this.
with my
Yeah,
opponent's
I can't do it.
demeanor.
I stopped doing it. I feel like the more I change my name, I get distracted. I'm just keeping my eye on the prize. The
Did
Jew
you
Queen
guys
will prevail.
did you guys see that the actor who played Little Mr. Malfoy passed out on the golf course the other day?
No.
What?
Yeah.
Little Malfoy, eh?
Yeah, the guy who played Malfoy, he
Yeah.
fainted. He was at some, like golf event and he passed right out and had to be taken to the hospital.
Oh
And
man, no,
goodness.
I
made me
didn't
think
see
of
that.
Dan and I laughed real hard.
Oh, that's
Probably
hilarious.
thought, he lost again in fantasy and just passed out himself.
Oh my goodness.
Definitely what it was.
That's hilarious.
Craig, I might change my name to the Stanky Wieners.
Okay. What?
That way, when you lose,
Yeah.
you'll get a notification that
Yeah.
says you lost to the Stanky Wieners.
Okay. You got me on that one. I don't know how to respond at all. I don't know. Yeah.
I
Nobody.
remember
Let
one
me
year.
just put it this way, Craig. Nobody ever wants to lose to a stanky wiener, bro.
Oh my god.
I remember one year. It was like the first year I started with the 3 inches of fury.
Uh-huh.
And Shane just he sent the screenshot of him getting the notification that said you lost the 3 inches. He says, "Oh, he said it was the most embarrassing thing ever." I was like, "That's
Just the meme.
hilarious."
Dude, we've
So that's
talked
why,
about that pop-up is a crusher, man.
right? I
It's
know it was
delayed
nice to
too,
get.
man.
Right.
It was nice to get the confetti this week.
They
Mm-hmm.
make you wait all the way into Tuesday, and they hit you with it right when you go to. Oh, I'll go look at waivers, and
Right, I'll check this
Right?
out. Really?
By the way, you suck.
I know. I'm because now they do the little Miller Lite animation thing before it comes up, and I the first couple of times I'm like, oh, another pop up, trying to get out of it, and then I'm like, oh wait, it's just showing me I won or lost.
Right.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh,
But
which matchup should we break down first then?
let's go with Funk and Barber.
right.
Funk and Baba.
So are we gonna, as we break down the matchup,
We can do
do
picks
our
first,
picks,
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
or are we just gonna do
Go
all
over
the
real
picks
quick
at the end?
what happened last week. How
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
So yep. So Bren, you went 2-3 last
Brand
week,
that a boy.
which pushes your record to 6-9.
Okay.
It's a
I
solid
went.
free throw percentage, dude. Solid.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
I
Mr.
went.
Consistency on that thing, dude.
That is. I went 3-2, which pushes my record to 7-8.
You went 3-2.
Yeah, Craig, you went. Yeah, because I got me. I picked you and Barber to win.
Yeah. What did I go?
You went 4-1.
Coming back. Coming
Yeah,
back.
you picked. Your loss was you picked Dan to beat me, which was a mistake.
That was. Yeah, that was that was an interesting matchup.
Cupcake. But
Cupcake.
that pushes you up to tied with me at 7-8.
Okay.
And then Ike went 4-1 as well.
Ike, my boy, dude. Yeah, me and Ike are on the same wavelength.
Ike is 8-7 right now with his picks.
Yeah, you would know if you were a pit dad, but
Yeah.
Gotta get the sticker first.
I'm pretty sure. Is that
Pit dad
the
to get the
official?
sticker. Yeah, it's the official.
Is that Facebook?
I was gonna say you gotta represent,
kind of
otherwise you ain't no pit dad. That's for
yeah.
sure.
Okay.
You gotta buy
That's fair.
in. You gotta buy in. Put your money where your mouth is. I'd
But
be
he's
down to rock the pit
He's
dad.
like a biracial though. He's not just pit. He's lab too.
Yeah, they're all biracial,
Okay.
dude. It's America. It's
Yeah.
a melting pot of dogs. It's fine.
Right.
Yeah,
He's
you
like
say your dog is an American?
Right.
Well, no, I just say he's like the white and black kid, but he doesn't look black. He's all white.
Sure.
I'm
He's
sorry.
a little caramel
He's
boy,
like
dude.
You know a
yeah,
white
he's like
black kid?
He's like what? He's like Patrick Mahomes.
Oh shit! He's like Tiger Woods. That's Asian.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I like
I
Patty
did not
Mahomes
say Tiger
reference.
Woods.
That was we give points for that's a 10-point call right there, Patty Mahomes.
That's right.
Mhm.
Don't you forget it.
Oh,
So, but yeah, we'll go Funk and Barber first.
oh man.
So,
Okay.
so one thing that caught my eye when I looked at these matchups was it's interesting because Barber has Kyler Murray at quarterback, and Funk has D Hop as a wide receiver, which is the number one receiver basically for that team. And
Mhm.
then Funk has Aaron Rodgers, and
Ah.
Barber has Devontae Adams.
Oh, that is fun. Goodness
So
Yeah.
gracious.
I just thought that was interesting that you got the number one on each team of receiver and their quarterback.
The
Like,
the receiver will always outscore that fucking quarterback too, man. It's
right, exactly. Yeah, and especially like last week, I heard a stat that Aaron Rodgers threw, I think Devontae Adams had 18 targets, and
damn.
like everybody else had like 12 combined between everybody.
Their connection is
Like,
insane.
Because Aaron Rodgers looks at him and he's like, listen, you're the only one that'll catch it. Go
right,
get
but
open.
that's what I mean though, where like something like that, where Devontae Adams like is it.
Yeah.
It
Mhm.
hurts Funk more than Kyler Murray and D Hop because Kyler this year has been featuring more of the wide receivers.
Yeah, he's
You
like
have Christian.
Yeah.
he spreads it around. Yeah.
Right. So if that holds true, to me that gives Barber a little bit of an edge. But
Well, do you like
this
Pittsburgh?
was a
Do you like Pittsburgh over the Rams? I mean, which defense do you think is going to play better?
well Pittsburgh has been playing awful, especially without freaking T.J. Watt and stuff.
Right.
But it might not matter either way because Pittsburgh can't move the ball.
I'd say game script might
So
really suck for Devontae Adams if they get up early and like he
right.
doesn't.
Well, it might suck for the Rams too, or for Arizona too, because the Rams have a really good defense. I mean,
Right, but at least they're bound to score one. No, for sure, the Rams defense is way better.
yeah, I
Yeah.
get what you're saying though too, where Arizona will be forced to throw.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
gonna be interested to see if the Buccaneers get -1 points again for Matt.
Right. Well, they're facing New
Poor
England, so
guy.
I highly doubt that.
Right.
Look what New Orleans defense just did to New England.
Okay.
I'm not saying that they're going to score 20 points like New Orleans did, but I find it hard that they're not going to get double-digit points
Sure.
against them. And Indy against Miami is an interesting one for Funk.
That could be good. It's a good.
Yeah, so
It's a pro for
this
him.
was a really hard one because both teams have really good matchups. Like Jamar Chase
Mhm.
against Jacksonville, but then you got Joe Mixon against Jacksonville. Then you got Derrick Henry versus the Jets, which he might run for 500 yards in that game.
5,000 yards in one game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say versus the Jets.
So
Yeah, easy, dude. He's gonna feast.
right, but then you got Mike Williams, who's been freaking a baller this year.
Beast.
So
And I
consistent.
think that
I'm gonna put consistent on Mike Williams right now, dude. That boy's
yeah.
consistent.
Oh,
You
3
gonna
weeks in a
use the
row he
C
balled
word
out.
with him? You're
He
an
said we
animal.
could. I'm going to. I
True,
didn't.
you can.
I love Mike Williams, dude. I didn't
But
even
if he
hardly know who
doesn't,
he
I'm gonna
was.
call you out.
Right.
Like, yeah, I know, right? Don't.
Well,
Let's not break this one down.
I was just about to say though, I think that's a great player to use that word on, Mike Williams,
Okay.
so
He's
far
been
this year.
nothing but.
And I think that's going to be a high scoring game, honestly.
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
I think
Yeah,
Could be.
for sure.
both teams are going to get 3-4 touchdowns. So,
Hmm.
yeah, and I mean, you got Gronk who's returning to New England with Tom Brady. I think there's going to be a little bit of a agenda there to kind of put up as many points as possible, you
Yeah.
know.
Yes.
So, but yeah, so we'll go with our picks at the end of each of us talking about it. But yeah, I don't know if you guys got anything else to add on to that.
I was actually about to say, yeah, let's who's picking who?
I mean, I'm going with
All right.
Funk. I think
You're
he is.
going with
I'm
Funk.
going. It's hard for me. First of all, Barber. I love Joe Mixon, so this is really hard for me. I think Joe Mixon at Jacksonville can feast just as much as Derrick Henry at the Jet, but I just like I like Funk's team. I'm going to go with the hot hand. Funk's been hot, so I don't think he's going to be cooling off. I think his matchups look like he's going to be staying on fire. So
Yeah, I think this could be one of those. If you guys remember Kyle and Justin's matchup last year, where they both scored like over 150,
right.
I could see something similar to that. Maybe not that high, but like we're both are in like the 130s, 140s. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know
I
if I'm
could totally.
Jamar Chase. But I mean, Jamar Chase at Jacksonville could be a real big miss. But
Yeah, I mean the thing with Jamar Chase is he's been getting 3 catches
just
for
like Mike
50
Williams,
yards and a
bro.
touchdown or something.
Yeah,
Where you know,
he's been producing. I just at Jacksonville, we'll see how it plays. If their offense has been moving better, I'm hoping for them to score more. So I will
yeah.
put it on them. But
All right, B man, who you going?
I'm also gonna go Funk. I like the Derrick Henry, Chris Carson, Jefferson, Hopkins, Rogers.
he's just got a good
At,
team.
at first, like certain guys on Funk's team just were not producing, and so it made his team look really bad. But his team's come in full force, and yeah, I think they're pretty solid.
Okay. Um, Ike went Funk as well, but
Yes.
I'm going Barber.
Okay.
And the deciding factor was because, like I said, this was a super hard game to sit there and choose. Both
hmm
teams have really good matchups. Like I said, I went with who I want to win, and I want Barber to win, so that when I win, I become in first place in the division. So
Oh,
Agenda,
okay. I
huh?
see what you're doing there.
yeah,
A little
so
winning
yeah, I got
agenda.
yeah, I used my agenda as the deciding factor on
I
that.
like it.
Completely fair and
So
understandable, and I agree.
Mhm.
yep. So that's why I went with Barber because otherwise I don't know. I probably still would have been choosing on who to choose. Because like I said. So all right, let's move on to the next one, which we'll do Justin and Shane,
All right.
if that's cool with you guys.
Justin and Shane.
Yep. And so just quick look here. Yeah, I mean, like I said, until Shane fixes those RBs, man, it's
He's
gonna
been
be
having
hard to
some rough
pick him.
times, right? He's been
Yeah,
struggling.
I mean, he finally got smart and put Stafford in.
I
Like I said,
understand. Jalen Hurts was hurt. I mean, everyone was hoping for him to be the truth.
right? And to be fair, like
He played all right.
Hurts hasn't been bad. Like he's
No.
gotten like
No.
20 points, but Stafford's been balling. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
that offense just looks unstoppable right now. So I get it. He finally put Stafford in. Keenan Allen against Las Vegas. Like I said, that seems like a good matchup. And I mean, Godwin is Godwin, but he also scares me a little this week. Like I said, I think Brady and Gronk are going to have an agenda to just shove it in Bill Belichick's face.
Right.
and honestly, if AB is playing, AB might be part of that too, where they're just like, hey, let's all just say F you, Bill Belichick, you know? But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then Cooper, who knows with Cooper? I mean, Carolina's defense has been good, but Cooper's been struggling the last couple weeks too. So,
Right.
like I said, I don't know. I like Justin's team a lot more
He picked up
with
Pittman.
quarter.
I dropped Pittman. I'm glad someone else picked him up.
Yeah, no, that was a good pickup for him for sure.
Yeah, he's shit the bed week 1, and I thought I was gonna dip on him, and that's my own fault. We'll see though.
Yeah.
Flex.
So
I don't know. So you're leaning towards Justin, obviously, eh? That's what you're saying.
so I'm picking Justin. Yeah.
Okay. Brennan, you want to go?
Sure. Yeah, no, I'm leaning I'm leaning a bit more the opposite way. I'm leaning more towards Shane on this one.
Really?
I agree. I'm with Brennan here. I agree.
I just
Wow.
it's going to be an interesting one. I think Justin's battling through some injuries right now. So
I mean, his
things
only player injured is AJ Brown, who
I
hasn't
think.
produced for him at all.
I mean, Dalvin Cook shows questionable.
Yeah, I
Right,
mean,
but he's
with
got
Delvin,
Alexander Madison.
but
He
he's going to
does.
start Delvin Cook. He's not going to not start Delvin Cook. Delvin Cook, I would say, is more likely to get injured during the game. If anything, with what happened last week, I could see him getting. I don't think they're going to, probably limited snaps. I don't think they're going to full force him. I mean, they might, depending on. I don't know, but
No, they're not. With them being 1-2, they're not gonna limit it.
well,
He's
that
too
worries me.
big of a part of their offense that they're either gonna have him full go or no go at all.
I mean, either way, even if he wants to start Madison, let's say, they're up against the Browns, who have great run defense. So
Right.
I just think that's a tough matchup, and as well as like having to decide, does he leave Dalvin Cook in or does he go with Madison? So um, and then Kyle Pitts has not been doing anything, so that there
That's fair.
worries.
Yeah, that's a
You
huge advantage for
gotta be happy
Shane
about
there.
that,
Yeah.
Bren. You wanted
Right.
him.
We talked about the Steelers D and the Steelers in general struggling. I mean, and when one of your leading scorers from the week before is your kicker, you're getting fucking lucky as fuck.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, I also think. Well, no, his leading scorer wasn't his kicker. It was Josh
He
Allen
was one
with
of the top
41
three. So
points.
like, if you
Yeah,
pull up the scoreboard on ESPN on the website, it shows like your top three like guys.
yeah. No, I get that, and I just think that's unfair because we'll all have weeks where our kicker is high up there for 1 week.
You
Like
think so?
now if
I
like
hope
if
so. I
Justin
need
How
it.
Tucker is
often do you think a kicker gets over 15 points?
Not very often.
Let's
maybe
just look at that there.
okay,
And
but
you got to be
still,
lucky enough to play that kicker and have him on your team.
And then
you
yeah,
know?
then
Like
you
I-
have to have him in the game.
well, like I said though, for you to use him as he's your top three kicker, like it doesn't happen often, but it does happen. Like just like how often does a quarterback get 40 points? Like not often, but
How
it
much
does
did he
happen.
win by?
I would say it happens more often than a kicker going 18.
Right, but what I'm saying though is it'd be different if his kicker was in his top three scoring every week. Where yeah, you could be like, oh, his kicker is one of his best scorers, like blah blah. Like that's not what I'm saying though. Is that's not the case.
To be
Like,
fair,
I'm saying he squeaked by the hairs of his chin last week due to his kicker,
right,
and that his team is still in shambles because he's a shitty coach and he can't figure his shit out.
to be fair, I think
All right.
Nathan's kicker scored 16 points that game.
right.
So I mean, it was a close game, dude.
That was a close game.
If Tucker doesn't put up those numbers, though, it's gonna be closer. It's gonna be.
And
Closer.
you gotta think too, he had AJ Brown who got him 0.3 points that game, who went out in like the first drive of the game. So
He played Madison. Madison won 20 points. I didn't even realize. That's crazy.
Mhm.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I doubt they're not gonna, with the way Madison performed, I doubt Minnesota is gonna risk anything with Dalvin Cook this early in the year.
Justin has scored, I would say, roughly between 113. I focus on his team, so I only know this. So he's
So
been
that's-
within 113 and 120 every week. So I'm glad to see he got a win.
And according to Brent, his team is in shambles. So imagine what happens with his
I
team.
agree. I think Dalvin.
Imagine
Cook
what his team. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say I think Dalvin Cook's gonna be it's gonna be a hard game time decision if he's not practicing, but they don't, make him doubtful or take him out. It's gonna be a hard game time decision. If he plays him, it could pay off or not. It's a big gamble.
Right, but whether
unless they tell him specifically.
Shane's RBs blow.
Yeah, I just think I think Amari Cooper. I don't think Amari Cooper is gonna go. I don't think Amari Cooper's gonna have another bad game. I think Amari Cooper is gonna come out and
that's fair.
15 to 20.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna keep struggling the way he has been.
You can say the same about Diggs.
Kelsey's sure, yeah, no, that's not a bad point. You could say, I would say, but Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and if Dalvin Cook plays or what his team is, Pittman Jr. is kind of a gamble. He's 1 and 2, as far as having over 10 and under 10. Kyle Pitts has been not doing anything. Kelsey's going to put up points. Godwin has probably, I don't know, Godwin and DJ Moore, they're both a toss up. Keenan Allen, I like more than Stephon Diggs. I think he's been the way that offense moves. From 2 different receivers. Stephon Diggs is getting double teamed more often, most likely. So I like Keenan Allen, Latavius Murray, and Miles Sanders. And the same thing to me. Miles Sanders has sucked. Philly, that way that offense played.
That's fair. Yeah, no, that's
Sanders
totally fair.
Yeah, might just suck. Jonathan Taylor is a healthy. He's fine. He's going to be playing. So he doesn't have to worry as much. I mean, and Jonathan Taylor has Stafford's been playing amazing. Stafford can put up within 5-10 points of Josh Allen. Josh Allen has only put up 40 points. He's been under 30 every other week. So I like Shane's. I think Shane's going to win just based off the fact that I don't think Cooper's going to have another bad game. That is the biggest reason. I don't really like, and I don't like Pittman, Pitts. I'll never like DJ Moore. He's like what? He's ranked 11th right now. I still don't like him. So I just have a lot of it. I agree.
So you don't like good players, is what you're saying.
It's hard. No, I do hold personal vendettas, but with all those things together, I just think I think Justin has the gamble this week. I think it's gonna be harder for Justin, and I think Shane has a pretty easy lock minus Latavius Murray. Yeah, if you could have a better running back, that'd be great. But hey,
Right.
who's getting? Did he lose? He might be getting some waiver whip pick this week that might be swapping out Latavius Murray. So, I mean, if he gets that fucking guy from Carolina, and all of a sudden he's got that,
You really think he's gonna get the guy from Carolina? He's fifth in waivers.
Oh, is he fifth?
Chubba,
Okay.
dude.
No, he
Chubba
won't.
Yeah,
Hubba.
He won't. He
because
won't.
Dan's ahead of him, so Dan's gonna put a waiver in for him. And if,
Okay. Well, that means I didn't know where he was sitting.
the
honestly.
only way he's getting Chubba Hubba
Chubba Bubba?
is if
I mean, you
like
could Zach
no one
Moss
plays
put him in
waivers.
there. I mean, Zach Moss put him in there, anything like that.
Yeah,
like,
but is Zach Moss much like Zach Moss was inactive for week 1 and barely played in week 2?
he's
Like,
got a 14-point game and a 16-point game. So
yeah, because that
he's
was
about
the
as-
blowout. That was the blowout of freaking
But
Miami.
we're not going to compare this to your Lions second and string running back, are we? Because I'm sure you're going to talk him up a ton. Like it's the same type
Why
of
would
thing.
I talk him up a ton? He's not going to be in my starting lineup. Maybe he might be. Who knows?
But he's worth something, Same
He
as Zach
is.
Moss. He's worth something. So we'll see. I like. It's hard. It's hard.
That's true.
They're both 1 and 2. Shane definitely could put up a goose like an 84. Like Amari Cooper sucks.
Right.
I just think Amari Cooper's going to ball out. Kelsey's going to ball out. Stafford's going to do good. He's got a full
Right.
health.
That's
he's got a
fair.
full healthy
I mean,
team.
and that's where once again we're different because
And
I'm
it's
not
gonna-
saying Amari Cooper won't ball out because he definitely has that possibility, but he's also had that possibility the last 2 weeks, and he's put up 4 points and 4 points. Like,
I know. If I was
they
a betting man, though, like if I would say I would bet money that Amari Cooper puts up over 13, 14 points next week,
which is fair. And I guess like my thing would be,
especially at Carolina, like it's going to be.
Shane has an advantage at obviously tight end with Kelsey, and I would even say at flex with Amari Cooper over
Pittman Jr.
Yeah, over Pittman.
I think
But
Pittman's kind of like a sub in too. Like I don't. It's like he's hoping he's going to keep doing what he's doing. Tim Patrick's been more consistent than Pittman.
Pittman's actually been good though this year.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I know he's. Yeah,
he got 4 points week 1, but then he got 16 and 10 with 12 targets each of the last 2 weeks. I mean,
right. He's like a true flex. I just don't think he's a plug and play every week.
So yeah, but then like I said, I just think where Shane has that advantage over Justin, I think Justin's RB advantage is way more huge.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real too. Let's say he puts in Kenny Galladay. I guess he can't put in Kenny Galladay. His other ones are better. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, he could put in Debo if he wanted to, but Debo didn't look as good with Ayuk. Amari Cooper gives him his best option as long as obviously we're assuming a trade isn't made or anything like that.
Right,
obviously.
Whoa, you got some insider knowledge, dude.
No, although he did just send me a trade. Do you want to see what it is?
Just send me a trade too.
Tell me.
I declined his trade.
Oh wow, he sent me a lot of trades. Okay,
he's
thirsty.
Never mind.
Well, he sent me 2 of them.
Okay.
So, or 3. He sent me 3. So one is Jamal Williams and Myles Gaskin for Debo Samuel. Oh, I think that was from earlier. Never mind. So the 2 he sent me are Alvin Kamara for Keenan Allen and Tony Pollard. And then,
Sorry, that's hilarious. I don't like that at all. Goodness gracious.
And then I give him Jamal Williams, Myles Gaskin, and DeAndre Swift for Keenan Allen, Latavius Murray, and Tony Pollard.
He thinks Keenan Allen is king, dude.
Yeah,
that's
I was gonna
crazy.
say, dude. His values are insane.
He tried throwing Keenan Allen at me for who was it? It was Robinson and OBJ, which is a little better. It's a little better.
Right.
Those 2 of my bench players, but I still think. I mean, Robinson can get hot, so I have no reason to fall for. I have receivers, so.
Yeah, he's just like I said, especially that one where I'm giving up.
Shane would almost be better off trying to do like Keenan Allen for even like Williams, Jamal Williams, or just Swift, like straight up.
Right.
Yeah. Well, or straight up. Yeah.
And that's the thing Shane doesn't get when you're super strong at a position like that, like wide receiver. You might have to lose the battle, quote unquote. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm not saying you have to give up Keenan Allen for JJ. I don't know, for a defense or something like that. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying that, but like,
No.
yeah, you might have to take. It's an upgrade for you at RB, but it's not exactly equal value. You know what
Sure.
I mean? But like this is stupid. Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift for Keenan Allen. And yeah, you threw in Latavius Murray. Woohoo! I want.
Whoop-dee-doo.
Well, he needs to clear
I
another spot when he takes 2 of your
Yeah.
players. So,
Right. Well, it's like
um,
yeah, because I really want Tyson Williams and Latavius Murray. Like,
Right.
yeah, thanks, Shane. And then Tony Pollard, that's okay, but it's like that doesn't help me any. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
for
yeah,
Keenan Allen and Tony Pollard for Alvin Kamara, that's not awful, but obviously I prefer Kamara over both those guys. So,
Sure.
and it's like I mean, yeah, I'm struggling at wide receiver, but just
Don't worry,
not my
Josh.
cup
You
of
and I will
tea
hook
for
up,
that.
bro. We'll hook up, dude.
All right, let's talk, Bren. Not right now, but let's talk.
I should
We
just
can
trade
talk.
him. I
Sounds
should have
good.
traded him, dude. I should have traded him. It's all right.
But
I'm gonna send the James Robinson OBJ back for
So
Keenan Allen.
we've got
do it.
I'm gonna
I'm
take
sure he
Keenan
might
Allen.
do it. But okay, so I never gave. Did I give my who I'm picking? Yeah, I picked Justin. I said
yeah,
yeah.
you picked Justin and me and Craig went with Shane, right?
Yeah, and so did Ike. Yep, Ike went with Shane
And
too.
I.
So that's
Ooh.
the second one in a row that I'm the only one that picked
Yeah, you're either gonna do really
him out
well or
or
really
really bad.
uh,
Okay, hold on. I lost because I had to go to the trade screen. All right,
boom, which we
so
did.
let's go to the next matchup, which will be. You want to do you and Daniel, Brent, or you want to do
Sure, dude. The Battle of the Cupcakes.
Yeah. Oh,
Watson
well, here.
Watson
Go ahead.
clearly thinks I'm a cupcake, and Dan clearly is a cupcake. So
Ooh, although they have you as a 46% chance to win right now, Bren.
That's right.
right, not even he's got.
Because we all know Kareem Hunt's beautiful. Nick Chubb's ugly.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm, I'm saying they have you losing. You're projected 11 points less, Bren.
way
What do you
less.
say to that?
I don't know. I don't understand where they're getting their projections from. My team isn't
Yeah,
that bad.
I think part of it is matchups.
I mean, I got Tannehill against the Jets. Uh,
Yeah,
Eckler,
that's fair.
Vegas. Saquon's gonna
Although it
be
is
good
interesting, you
though.
took Julio. You took Julio out of your flex.
Yeah, they're saying he's injured.
Yeah, Julio's always injured though.
Yeah,
That's the
well,
worst
To
part.
be
That's the
I'm
fair.
worst
keeping an
part.
eye on him.
Yeah, but
That
either
really
way,
hurt that because they pulled him out last week. He only played
right.
like 30% of the
He,
snaps or something. I was wondering why
yeah,
he scored so little.
he didn't play in the fourth quarter at all.
Yeah, that sucks.
But they also dominated that game. But yeah, no, I just think some of it might be matchups like Barkley against New Orleans.
Yeah, I
You
was
know,
looking at their rankings, and yeah, it was showing me with a bunch of teams going up against good other teams. So
yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if Dan keeps in Marquise Brown
yeah,
after he dropped like those two tutties.
Hmm.
big
I know
old.
you didn't see it because you were at the wedding, Brad. But yeah,
Yeah, I was driving.
he had two like if he would have caught it, he would have been in the end zone for sure, no problem. And
Yeah, I remember you
just
guys were chatting about it in the group
yeah,
chat.
just dropped him, dude. Just dropped him. I that's another way I was like I kind of felt bad for Dan because I was like that's two touchdowns he should have had right there. But obviously the guys didn't want him to win. So,
Right?
but no, I'm picking you, Bren, to
Whoop
win.
whoop.
So I just like I said, I'm not sure why you're projected so low. Um, but I like your matchups a lot, actually. I mean, we don't know what Carolina's defense really is. They haven't really faced anybody
Right, they haven't been
this year.
tested. Right.
Right. Like I think it was them or Denver, or it might be both. I don't remember, but their three opponents that they faced are 0-9 or something like that.
Yeah, I think you were
Like
talking about that. That was Denver, I think.
Denver. Okay, but still, the Jets. Who did they beat? Or the Panthers? They beat New Orleans, who has 2 wins. I guess that's not true. But
They
then
beat
they
the
beat the
Giants.
Jets
Yeah.
and the Jet. No, the Giants was Denver. I'm talking about Carolina.
Okay.
Carolina faced the Jets week 1, and then they
Okay.
beat New Orleans, and then they just beat Houston. So 2 of their 3
Houston,
were
Right. So.
were cupcakes. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how good, but even if they are that good, they just lost their J.C. Horn, their rookie corner, who's really good. They did trade for
They
C.J.
did. Yeah, I was
Henderson
gonna say they went out and got C.J. Henderson though,
but
and
how
for cheap.
useful is he? Yeah, I can't believe that freaking a third rounder and a tight end, Dan
Yeah.
Arnold.
Right.
How shitty is that? You go from a 3-0 team to an 0-3 team that has no hope. That would just suck. But so yeah, I mean, you don't know how good that defense is going to be.
Yeah.
The only like thing that sucks for you is your defense. What are you doing for your defense?
But
Are
I
you
don't
gonna
know.
you're gonna try and pick someone up, or are you gonna trade Shane for one of his 3, or?
I mean, my defense has been okay because they went 9-9 the first 2 weeks, right? They got 9 points both those 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I guess
but they face Seattle.
right. I'll just have to kind of play it by ear. Sometimes I like to just set them and leave them. So I
Yeah,
picked
no, that's fair.
49ers. Might just end up setting them and leaving them all year.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but Brent, I'm assuming you're picking yourself.
Yeah.
All right, Gregory, who you going with? What are your thoughts, buddy?
Oh man. So I don't like your defense. Brent, I think you gotta get a new defense this week. That's for sure.
Good
However, outside of that, I think you got the advantage with CeeDee Lamb on Prescott. I think that's gonna help you out more than it's gonna hurt you. Tannehill at the Jets scare me because if they get up, they're probably gonna run over the Jets. Oh, This
Yeah.
is a hard one.
Right. Maybe I
Nick
slip
Chubb at
Winston
Minnesota.
in there, dude. Jameis Winston. Hope he throws another 5-tutter game, dude.
Yeah, New Orleans. I mean, you never know.
150 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Yes. Yes. I'm just looking for that 150 yards, but I also want 5 touchdowns.
Exactly. Not too much.
Yeah. So I mean, it's tough. I think did he say he was going to take out Terry or he's going to play Terry? I can't remember. I was talking
I
to him.
can't imagine he takes out Terry McLaurin. Who's he going to put in for him?
Yeah, I don't know. What pick is he sitting?
Especially against Atlanta, who's one of the worst defenses in the
Right,
league.
for sure. People will be scoring on Atlanta. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I'm
he doesn't
going
have
to
a
ask.
lot of depth to
He
fix
doesn't have a lot of
anything.
depth to fix anything. I agree. He's always a waiver. You can see he got his empty slot down there. He knows what he's going. He's sneaking in some waiver claims this week. I'm not sure what
For
he's going to
sure.
do.
Oh
He's
yeah.
gonna try. He's gonna try.
Yeah, it's a hard one. I'm probably going to have to pick Dan. I'm sorry, Bren. It's nothing personal.
I'm taking it
It's all
personally right
business.
now. I'll
I mean,
take it.
Logan Thomas hasn't been too great. Hopefully he turns around.
Shut the fuck up, you vanilla loving motherfucker. Your motherfucker got you less than 5 points, dude.
Yeah, but
Fucking A.
it's the vanilla tight ends, man. He's the Logan Thomas. He's a vanilla white boy, vanilla bean.
Another touchdown, and you still don't like him, dude.
You still you pulling that Mike Evans. I like how they're using him more. I like Tom Brady throwing to him. So
Yeah, I'm super happy that he is.
I do like your receivers. I do like your receivers a lot. I think his receivers are a little stronger. The matchups are both there, so I think his matchups are better.
Okay.
I like to see, Saquon's getting a lot better. Hopefully he starts, they start producing. I'm real upset Shepard went down, but if the Giants start moving the ball, Saquon Barkley is going to be doing better. But that's your one advantage over Chase Edmonds. I think he's got you pretty much covered. Dak Prescott and Nick Chubb.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, though, I'm sorry. I like Kareem Hunt too at Minnesota. I like both those running backs all the time. But
yeah,
I'm a little worried about your quarterback situation. If you sub in a quarterback, if you pick the right one, then maybe. But quarterback and defense, I don't know. I'm sure you'll change them.
I got things to work on.
I'm sure you'll change them, but even if you can't, it is what it is. So it's gonna be a bar. You guys are struggling. 1-2 and 1-2. We got to get you boys up there.
It's a tough league, right?
It's a
Yeah,
very
that's half
competitive
the
league.
league, though.
I know. I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see it.
Yeah.
It's just as
No, it
easy
is
to be
nice.
me. Trust me, I get it.
I don't know if you know this, Craig, but I'm in the tougher division than you. Okay.
Oh, that's right. The big kid
Ooh.
table. I'll go back to points
That's
forward
right.
and see what that big kid. I think it's looking a little low.
Yeah, because you're beating up on little kids
Yeah, dude.
Get
at
off the
that
court.
kiddie
You don't want to
table.
play? Get off the court. What do you want from me? I'm
Look,
gonna smash it in your
yeah,
face.
you're literally telling that to little kids. Now you're facing a grown adult and me,
Oh my god.
and
We-
so we'll see how you fare. Okay.
Who did Ike pick in this matchup?
He went with Dan.
Fuck! Damn that dog!
Hey, that's how I was the first 2 weeks when he picked against me. I was like, "Fuck you."
I know it sucks. He's been so hot. I want him to pick me.
Right. So this is the first matchup we've done so far that I'm not alone in who I picked. So thank you, Brent, for not picking against
You're
me.
welcome.
So let's go to the next one, which is Mac and Nate.
Ooh boy.
Mac and Nate.
Yeah, I'm going Nate just because of Mac's injury to Christian McCaffrey.
That's
And
so bad. That poor guy.
and unfortunately for him, he's like 9th or something like that in waivers, and so there's no chance of him getting Chubba Hubba.
Right.
And we don't even know if Josh Jacobs is going to play on Monday night.
And Leonard Fournette, man, they're not running the ball there.
No, and so he has Javonte Williams, who's the rookie on Denver, who's been doing good, but Denver, like I said, they faced 3 teams that are 0-3. So
Mm-hmm.
they
It's a hard one
they're
though.
now.
Go ahead. Finish up.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, okay. So Shane took that offer, boys. So
Wow,
I went back
saw that.
and I sent that back because I'm just gonna sacrifice my depth. So
Wait, what trade?
Wow.
What's the trade?
So Craig just traded Shane, James Robinson, and OBJ for Keenan Allen.
No,
Whoa, you gave him James Robinson again?
I'm not worried about
Wow.
it.
Yeah,
That offense
damn
is
it.
terrible. I'm gonna bank off James Robinson's one good game and
Yeah,
sell high on
Sometimes you gotta
OBJ.
tell someone hi, right?
Yeah, sell high on OBJ because he,
Wow,
Baker Mayfield's a bum.
I'm with you, Craig, on this
Keenan
one.
Allen at my flex all year? Fuck yeah, I don't give a fuck. Plus, I mean, depending on how Sermon plays out, Gordon's just Mr. Consistency, so I'm fine,
Mhm.
dude.
No, Keenan
Yeah.
is a volume monster. That's
I just
for
needed
sure.
a solid flex, so that helps a lot. Now, hopefully, I can get Gronk from Funk before this podcast goes live, and we're gonna be golden.
Well, it's not going live till Saturday night.
That's
probably,
what I'm saying.
so
If I get him now, I can't. No one's gonna know, but I need Gronk. If this
Right,
goes
right.
live and he knows, I'm screwed.
That's great.
He'll never give him to
gonna-
me after
He'll
this.
drive the price way up.
He'll drive the price way up. I'll never get him.
Wow, that's
Oh.
interesting.
Yeah, I
That is
don't.
interesting.
I'm really, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Robinson really scares me. I don't think the way that offense
Yeah.
is playing, like even if they lean on him more, which would be beneficial for Shane now, which is
Right.
the hope for all the Robinson owners, is that they lean heavily around Robinson. I still think they look like trash, and they're gonna
Yeah.
be more. I think I'd rather take Keenan Allen every week over hoping Robinson.
Right.
produces. That's
No, yeah.
consistency over boom and bust there, boys. Hopefully that works out. We'll see.
Well, I mean, honestly, I think at worst it works out for both parties. You know what I mean? Like,
It's very, yeah, it's good for, I mean, it could pay off big for Shane. He could fill a hole at running back if Robinson produces. And
Right.
OBJ, I just don't like, I hate Baker Mayfield. I think he's a trash quarterback. So, I mean, OBJ is going to get his looks, especially if Jarvis Landry being injured, but it just makes his price high right now. I don't think he's going to be anything special. I don't think OBJ is coming back this year, boys. We've got a Julio situation.
Craig, who you want for T. Higgins?
Oh, that was big. T. Higgins? No way, bro. I'm so sad he's out. He's not practicing again. I really hope.
Oh,
that
you got three wide receivers now. Like, I need one. So.
Oh, dude, I can't give up Higgins, bro. Higgins is my I plant my flag. Higgins is if he was healthy, he would have been a top 10 receiver this year, bro. He
Wow,
was
Craig,
player.
you're a douche. Way to ruin a segment for next week. Jeez.
That was not next week, was it?
Yeah,
No,
we're doing
listen,
it next week.
I
We're
did not
playing
ruin
our-
anything. I'm just laying little
Yeah.
And
Easter
they have
eggs.
no idea what he means
No,
by
I'm laying
plant
Easter
that
eggs.
flag, dude.
If anything,
It's all
cut
right.
that out. Cut that out.
No, fuck you. I'm gonna leave it in there.
Leave it in.
You're the guy
It's
that
fine.
ruins Endgame for everybody. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
he does.
Like-
Craig definitely does that shit, dude.
I mean, that's the whole fun.
What a
Come
dick.
on. I need to
All right,
tell
we
you
got-
what I know, or else what's the point of knowing? Come on.
All right, fine. You won't trade me, but Bren will.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do some naughty stuff
Yeah,
to get a trade done.
Yeah,
Bren
we're
and
gonna
I.
do some dirty things.
Well, I'm glad
together.
that went through. That's what makes me happy. But for
I-
this, I will say for Mac and Nate, it's
Yeah.
gonna be real close because the way Nate's receivers are playing in
Right.
comparison, like Nate has the running backs.
Yeah,
Mac doesn't
that's
have the running backs. Mac has the receivers. Nate's receivers are sketch. Hoggetson, fire, dude. Go dare. Fuck go dare, dude. He did nothing. Well, him and Ertz, it's just really.
I would take Cooks over Boyd as well. I would say.
Cooks over Boyd. Cooks did amazing for him last week. I love the Browns defense. Minnesota scares me. That's going to be. He might have to change his defense. I wouldn't run that defense. Ravens at Denver is pretty good. I wouldn't mind that. Both kickers are, whatever. Russell Wilson, Patty Mahomes. You're talking a difference of points. Maybe they're probably going to score very similar. But one could go off, and either one could.
Right.
It's a very close game. I'm going to give it to Nate because I like Hawkinson, and I think his receivers can still produce. And he has the running back advantage. I don't think Leonard Fournette's going to do anything unless he falls in the end zone. And Josh Jacobs, who knows what's going to happen?
Right.
Yeah,
Devontae Williams has
I
not
will
been
say,
producing.
I will say, if Josh Jacobs does play, that's a very good matchup for him against the Chargers. They've been bleeding points to running backs for sure. So if that plays, that helps him a lot. But like,
Yo,
we
real
just
quick.
don't know right now. And
I
Yep,
do
go ahead.
apologize. No, I do apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt your thought. We are gonna have to go
You're
back
okay.
and Shane has 2 new players on his team. We gotta just real quick reassess.
It doesn't change anything for me.
Good call.
I'm still taking Justin over Shane. Because like you said, I mean, I have the same thought process as you though, where I'm not sold on James Robinson that he's returning to that top 10
Right.
fantasy running back that he was last year. Like,
Yeah.
that offense looks bad. They still have Carlos Hyde there taken from him. You know what I mean? So for me, it doesn't change anything. I still would take Justin over Shane.
That's fair.
But if it changes for you guys, if it changes for you guys.
No, I think we're good. We're good. We're good. So wait, I chose
Brent didn't
Nate.
get to say.
Sorry, yeah.
Brent, does it change anything for you between Shane and Justin? You took Shane anyway, so okay.
No, I'm still.
And then Craig, you're still taking Shane?
Yes.
Okay. Ike said, Ike, you still taking Shane? Woof! Yep, he's still taking Shane.
Nice.
So I didn't put down who you're taking for Nate and Mac yet.
I chose Nate. We're
So-
talking to me or Brent?
You chose Nate, yeah.
I chose Nate.
I'm gonna choose Nate as well. And
Nate as
then
well.
Throw this out there, Mac. Give me Cooper Cup.
Dude,
Right?
so I sent him an offer for it was Lamar Jackson and one of my RBs, not like Damian Harris, but one of my better RBs for Patrick Mahomes, and he didn't take it.
Hmm.
I was like,
Yeah, I feel like
damn.
you take Patty Mahomes so high, you're invested all year.
Yeah,
Right.
It's one of those, yeah, tough
And
ones.
Cooper
But
Kupp being
yeah, I've tried
But
for Cooper.
not a bad trade offer.
Not bad.
No, yeah. I mean,
No,
I'm
not
assuming since he didn't put me on blast in the group chat that he didn't think it was an awful trade offer either.
Right.
But yeah, I tried a couple times for Cooper Cup from him, and he said he just denied it within like 5 minutes.
In seconds, probably.
Yeah, I sent him like 2 running backs and a receiver, because I think this was before this past weekend. I sent him like DeAndre Swift and Miles Gaskin and I think like Cortland Sutton or something. So like I understand why he didn't accept it, but I was like, it's
Mhm.
worth a shot.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
gotta test the
So,
water.
but so you're probably gonna have to up your game if you want one of those, Cooper Cup from them, Brian.
I know. I'm trying to think of something. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, you gotta
Cooper
talk
Kupp's-
with me first. See if we could work something out. You know what
If you're
I mean?
shooting
Right,
for the
right,
best
for
receiver
sure.
in the league, bro, you better Better pony
Right,
up.
yeah, that's the
Better
thing.
pony
He's
up.
the best receiver in the league right now.
I'm just
So
trying to figure out how do you put a reach around in a fucking trade, you know?
You just put it in like you text them, you say, hey, there's a blowjob attached to this. Like, I'll put my finger in your butthole and suck your dick.
Right.
Mac, any
I'm
type of
willing to
job you
please
want.
all the holes.
This
No homo, obviously. It's not.
No, yeah.
No homo.
No,
it's strictly for fantasy football, obviously.
purely for pleasure in fantasy football.
All right, let's get to the real matchup here. The matchup of the week.
The matchup of the week between two hosts. Who are we going to choose?
Yes, sir. So, Brian, we'll let you go first.
Yeah, Bram, why don't you lay this smorgasbord out?
I'm going to lay this smorgasbord all over.
And remember, Craig will now... Fuck, I forgot I'm facing Craig, and now he has Keenan Allen. God damn it. But yeah, he will not have James Robinson, and he will have Keenan Allen now.
Yes, Keenan Allen will be at the flex.
Josh, going back to that OG strat of leaving an empty spot, keep you guessing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
We don't know.
Fucking mind games
Which
with that
piece of
stanky
trash
wiener.
will he pull out of that can? Throw on his plate.
I want to see him do the double lion star, dude. Just
It should be done.
I've totally thought about it, man.
It
I've
should
totally
be
thought
done.
about it. I might do it. How pissed would you be, Craig, if you lost because of the double lion start?
The double.
No joke. I
whammy.
would be not mad one bit if two Lion running backs was the reason you won. If they both scored a good amount of points, like if you put in Williams, and he scored you 13 points, and DeAndre Swift gives you like another 20, and you win, I ain't mad at that.
Fuck yeah.
I've been waiting for a fantasy. I mean, I've never liked Galladay, so that's probably why. But I've been waiting for a Lions fantasy player to come into the mix again. I never got to experience Calvin Johnson fully, and I really wish I could have. Too bad.
All right, B-Man, who you choosing?
Ooh, this is a tough one. I'm leaning towards Craig though. I think I'm gonna pick Craig.
My man.
Okay.
I think Tom Brady is having a year and a half, and I don't see that slowing down.
Nope.
Yeah.
And then, for a change, his running backs actually went off last week, so it's like, whoa,
They're getting better. Getting better. They're heating up.
I think that trade's gonna be huge for you. You're still running the most vanilla fucking tight end I've ever seen. But...
The only reason I'm not happy, if he was white, I'd be so much happier. I could call him Vanilla Ice.
Oh my god, that's
like my tight end to be tall and white. I'm just kidding, obviously.
No, you're not. You're racist.
I'm not.
But yeah, I like Craig a little bit more this week. I think Keenan Allen only makes it that much better for you.
How you like that Bengals versus the Jacksonville Jaguars? How you like that?
That's a good one.
You like that one, right? It's a good matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. The Bengals they're interesting.
All right. Okay.
I like the New Orleans defense against the Giants. Daniel Jones, who likes to turn the ball over.
You mean Daniel Jones, who's put up really good points against two really good defenses the first 2 weeks? What? That Daniel Jones?
What do you mean, Bo? Really good.
He also score on the Saints.
Who has he played?
Denver week 1.
Okay, that's fair. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, and then he played Washington week 2.
They're not a good defense.
They are a good defense.
According to Dan.
No, they're not. Yeah, did you see those stats in the first 3 games? They're literally the worst defense in the league.
Stat schmats.
Yeah, stats mean
looks at stats. And then he did have a mediocre game against Atlanta, which is unfortunate because Atlanta is one of those games but he did lose. He lost a receiver, so I mean he lost some people. It was
even when he has his players, he kind of sucks. So
oh man, he does for the record suck. Yeah, but he's been doing all right. He's been putting up points against. The point is he's been putting up points. He's been scoring and throwing yards. So
the one thing I will say about
slightly worried for the Saints.
Right. Yeah. The one thing I will say about Cincy's that matchup is I think they'll get turnovers and stuff. So like as long as I can avoid like a pick six or something,
Yeah,
I think they'll be okay. Because I think Jacksonville could still put up like 14, 20 points, even if it's in like garbage time. You know what I mean?
for sure.
They haven't been like an anemic offense. They just turned the ball over a lot. So I mean, I'm not saying like they'll score way under like that 10-point thing that they're projected. Like I said, if I could avoid a pick six or fumble recovery for a touchdown or something, I like the chances of our defenses kind of washing each other out.
I would
is what
agree.
I'm saying.
Probably pretty close
I
to
would
wash.
agree with that.
I would
yeah.
agree. The kicker,
Yeah.
the kickers. I mean, I might change my kicker this week. There's not a whole lot of kicker options, so I'm still mad at
Right. Yeah.
my kicker last week.
Yeah.
It's a
I
side
know.
effect.
I want to change my kicker because he's not on a high scoring offense or anything. You know.
Right.
So
Such a
you
shitty offense.
Yeah, such a shitty. It's like a bottom three offense.
Yeah,
for sure.
Probably bottom 3 offense.
Yeah, I mean he got me 15 points last week, but that won't happen again. Jeez,
I'd bench
I
him.
mean,
I'd bench him if
Yeah.
I were you.
that was like a top 3 scorer for me. Like my team sucks. Jeez.
Pretty sure
Yeah,
for
no.
every top 15, I have 2 top 10s. That's all I'm saying.
2 top 10 what?
Everything. Go for it. Name it. Mine's better.
Doubt it.
You
Actually,
want to go
you're
through these
kinda
things right now?
right.
Tom Brady.
Yeah,
What
let's go.
position is
Let's
he?
go.
What position is Tom Brady?
Quarterback.
Give it
Okay, Zeke Elliott.
1. His position is 1.
Because of one good week. Actually, no, he's had a
No,
couple.
he's okay.
Najee
Zeke
Harris
Elliott.
is because of one
Zeke
good week.
Elliott. Where is he sitting? Where's Kamara sitting? 6 to
Yeah.
13. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I said I'll
DeAndre
give you
Swift.
that one.
Okay. Adam
Number
Thielen.
3,
We're going
and
through these
Harris
right
is
now.
only
4 to 30. Yeah.
Yep.
I have the 4th and the 3rd best receiver. What do you mean? I'm winning on all of these. What do you want from me, dude?
Except for that tight end position.
Hey,
dude.
what did Craig just say? What did Craig just say?
I'm winning on all of these.
Stats smats. Who cares?
Schmatz is right.
Who cares about stats?
Oh no, you're right. You brought it
Got
up.
him.
That's why I said it. Didn't you bring it up?
I
That's
did
the
not
whole
bring
reason
it up.
I commented on it.
I did not bring it up. You brought
said
it
something about a top something. I don't remember. To be fair, I mean,
Yeah, I said my kicker wasn't on a top 3 offense because I was mocking you.
I think Tom. Oh, how dare you? How dare you? I think Tom Brady smokes New England in comparison to Lamar Jackson at Denver. I think Lamar Jackson at Denver's got a harder matchup. I think Tom Brady goes back and shoves something
Although,
down
Craig,
Belichick's
are you
face.
worried about Tyler Lockett? He had a bad game.
No, I'm not, because
Is
he
this
actually.
the start of one of many games where he puts up like 5 points?
He dropped the pass. He's still getting looks. He dropped the pass and hurt his knee, and that really worried me actually. But he's still getting the looks. He's still getting the deep ball looks. I'm not super worried about the one game. If anything, I'm glad he scored low in a game I won. Because I'll need him to really show up, these other weeks. But he's getting the targets. He just dropped, like I said, he hurt his knee and was out a play, and he dropped, I think, 1 or 2 last week that could have been real big for his overall score. So it is what it is. He's there. Noah Fant doesn't worry me. So he's good. What's that?
Like being real though, like it's gonna be real. It's gonna be a real tough win when I come out with it. Nice. But I'm just gonna have to Waller's gonna have to be Waller and be that difference at tight end. Not getting
Kamara needs to come out and get you 30 points probably.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'll even take 20 from him probably,
sure.
But.
True.
Sutton would be my one. Sutton would be the one that would be worrisome most that I put in at my flex. Maybe too. So fuck you, Shane. And just eats too many donuts before and feels sick and can't play Thursday night.
My lineup currently set as illegal because I have James Robinson facing the Bengals. It was never going to happen. I couldn't do it to myself. Like I was them in Arizona. They face each other a couple times in the future. And those are two defenses I'm planning on holding down for a minute. Maybe not Cincy, but I'm glad I didn't have to run that.
Yeah. So, but obviously, I'm picking myself. Damn it! You know what else I just realized too with Shane making that damn trade is now you're gonna have someone on Monday night as well.
Oh
Damn it! I was
Ah.
like, that's gonna be so nice having my guy only going Monday night. Nope.
Right. Have it be a
Shane, once
close
again,
game.
fucking be over. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, goddamn. So obviously, I'm picking myself. Craig, you're picking yourself. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Who did
My
I
boy
pick?
Ike went. Me. He picked.
Collusion.
So
I'm going collusion.
nope. Although I will say, for everybody else's like matchups, I use smaller treats, and then for Craig and my matchup, I use the big treats.
Nice.
Whoa.
No wonder. Somebody's picking you.
No, the big treats was on both our names, Craig.
Oh, I see.
So
That's fair.
it was fair.
Oh, is that how you do it?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's simple. Yeah.
I thought you were just picking it
That's all I
yourself.
do.
I didn't realize you were actually making them pick. Represent Ike.
No, he actually picks himself, so he went 4-1, not me.
Right.
Wouldn't that be something? I say it's Ike's pick, and I'm just sitting there giving
Right,
myself
you're
second
just sitting there
chances.
picking them every week.
Oh, man.
I just realized too, like after you guys made that trade, I still had a trade in there for Debo Samuel from Shane. I should have accepted it. It really screwed him over.
If it takes something
But
from him, that would be hilarious.
oh, that would be funny, but I didn't do it because he took the trade away. So,
He was quick.
but yeah, no, I think that'll probably do it for the pod. What you think, boys?
No, that was solid. That was solid. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun.
Yes, sir. And Bren, feel free to send me some trades to get me on what you're thinking here.
For sure, dude. For sure. I'll hit you up. See what we got to work out.
Oh yeah,
Right?
I'm rearing to trade for sure.
Cool.
So, all right, boys. Well, I will talk to you later.
You boys have a good night.
Yes, sir.
New
Talk
World
to you
came
later,
out.
guys.
See you later. See you later, Josh.
See you, boys.
See you, boys.